Hey everyone, I'm Megan Olivi and I am in beautiful Kansas City and I'm joined by the gorgeous Araya, Michelle Waterson's daughter, and today we're at the Nelson Atkins Museum of Art in beautiful and sunny Kansas City. Araya and her mom Michelle, the karate hottie, and her dad Josh are all gonna walk around the grounds, take in some of the really cool sculptures, maybe do a maze, and of course talk to us about what it's like being a family unit during fight week. So, Araya, you ready to do this?
Yes.
Let's go! All right!
Why are you guys reading silently?
So I can explain it to you here in a bit.
But then you just explained it now, and we don't have to explain it, we can just go.
This thing right here, in real life, they're really small. They're like this small.
I realize this is not your first outing in Kansas City.
No, not at all.
Yeah. What are some of the memories from that fight here in Kansas City with Invicta?
Walking into the airport, getting ready to come back home, and having the belt strapped around my waist. And I was bumped and bruised, but it didn't matter because I was the champ.
That's an amazing memory, but like what a high that was in your life. Could you have imagined at this point that you guys would be at this point and experiencing these incredible new highs in the sport and in your career and as a family?
It's so cool. It really is. And I think just now we've kind of gotten to this place where we're just trying to enjoy every moment that we can. Don't be scared, Ray. Why do you make that thing? Hold on.
Then you get injured.
Come on. You gotta get behind the thing, Daddy. Take it the long way. Okay, that's enough. She took like 10 pictures. She's getting older, so now she can actually really embrace the moments and be a part of it and stuff like that. So,
But to answer your question, yeah, this was always part of the game. You know, we
Really?
yeah, absolutely. You know, we didn't. You know, we've always said that, right? If you're in the UFC or any organization, and if you're not striving to be the champ, then you shouldn't be in the sport.
True.
You know? So, yeah, this was the plan.
For you as somebody who's in her corner every fight, obviously you want all of those great things for her as well, but could you have thought you'd come back to this same city where, all right, you won this belt, you were the Invicta champion, and now you are essentially what we're all looking towards as the #1 contender spot for the UFC. Her growth as a human being and as an athlete has to be incredible for you to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, you can't make this stuff up. Right now, we're back in Kansas City and chilling this stuff.
Since you won that fight against Paige Van Zandt in Sacramento, your life seems to have completely changed. You got a book coming out, you've signed with a big agency. I mean, people are seeing the Michelle Waterson we've known for a long time. But with all those great things comes a lot more commitments. How do you balance that? Because we just saw this one, you being like a wonderful mother to, but that always comes first. But now you have more career commitments than just fighting.
you just sleep less. I don't know, really. She's is really an angel when it comes to all of that, and I think because she's been a part of my career since she was a baby, that we just take her everywhere with us, and so she just becomes a part of the process. And things have been a lot busier. You know, priorities. It's
Sure.
just you line them up, and the camp is priority #1. You know, she is a part of camp. We take care of it as much as we can, and then, you know, he's there to pick up the pieces, and we just find a way to make it work. We do weekly appointments with each other so that we're on the same page.
That's beautiful though. I mean, sometimes you have to do that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And because you are also coach, how do those roles swap then once you get into the gym or once you're training? Or like, are you ever like hitting mitts and then you're like, oh, by the way, did you pick up like that from the store today? Like, do you ever have those moments?
We start until we focus on it, right? Especially the gym stuff. If we're in the gym, we just focus on the gym.
It's more of one of those things like, did you drop the dry cleaning off? I was like, no. And he's like, why didn't you? I'm like, what do you mean, why didn't I? Why didn't you? We're like, we both look at each other and start laughing like, oh, because we're super busy, you
Right.
know? And it's just
Little things.
Yeah. How has this week then kind of helped that? Because when you come to fight week, most of it's just media and training, and there's not a ton of responsibility otherwise. So how really does that ease that throughout the week for you guys?
Well, for me, so I have pretty good communication with the UFC, and they contact me for everything for Michelle. That way, all she has to worry about is now the weight cut and whatever interview she has to do.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'll be the one behind the scenes kind of figuring out who do we got to meet with, where do we got to go, and stuff like that.
Yeah, and at this point, it's kind of like studying, right? If you think you still have to train at this point, you didn't study the right way. You're trying to cram for your test. And so I know 100% that I did everything that I could for this camp to be my 100%. As busy as I was, training was my number one priority, and every time I was at a training session, I was 100% focused on the task at hand. And so then I can go into this fight with that confidence, knowing that I left everything.
Yeah.
You know, and I will leave it all in the octagon.
Rose and you seem to have a decent relationship.
Mm-hmm.
How has it been seeing each other in the hotel this week?
It's fine, you know. She's a great person. We both have similar ambitions.
It's been more stressful for this one, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
She's just, it's same thing, you know. She's young, and like for her to grasp the concept that, like it's bigger than, you know, a fight doesn't mean that I have a problem with my opponent, you know. So
It's competition.
Yeah, it's a competition. It's a career. It's, you know, it's our livelihood, and so just having her around is more of a teaching point
Yeah.
for her.
But she said something today that seemed to surprise both of you. She's telling me about her vision board, and she said she wants to be a fighter.
Yeah,
and you were both like, what? What?
Yeah.
That's new.
She wants to be a financial
advisor now.
Yes!
And then I want to be a fighter.
Oh, you do? That's the first.
Yeah, that's new. But we'll see, and she knows if she decided to do that, you know, we would be pretty tough on her, and just like Michelle said earlier.
It wouldn't be an easy life.
Well, I mean, just make sure the preparation was there.
When you look at this matchup, and especially you, Josh, somebody who's really studying the footage and taking everything in and making sure she's executing, what are keys for your Saturday night victory?
The keys, I think, is just, you know, Michelle being her. You know, being Michelle, being explosive, being fast, and just being smart, which she is. You know, she's got a lot of experience, ton of experience, not only in the octagon, but just in life, right? Rose, I know, is young. So just Michelle being Michelle.
As long as I'm focused, that's the biggest thing, is making sure that I walk into the octagon with the right state of mind.
How do you spend Saturday as a mom and as a fighter? Is this a time where Rhea stays with you until you leave for the fight? Is this a time where you kind of take some solitude? What's your preparation before?
She's usually with us at the beginning of the day, and then we say our goodbyes, and then she goes and hangs out with the family.
Did you guys enjoy this day, right? Did you have fun? Was it nice to be outside a little bit? Yeah, that's pretty cool. I hope you guys had fun. Thank you so much for sharing your time, and just the fact that you are this family that we don't see so often in the sport, and you're so willing to share it. We appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
Oh, well, yeah.
Thank you.
This is our family, so this is...
You have cool parents. Do you know that? Yeah.